A year-long investigation by the Washington Post exposes the dangers of opening the American skies to drone traffic. The fact that hundreds of large military drones have malfunctioned and crashed into homes, farms, runways, highways around the world since 2001, rather. It raises some serious concerns about their use here in the U.S., and that use is expected to surge. National reporter Craig Whitlock writes all about this in his piece, When Drones Fall from the Sky, and Craig joins me now. Craig, with a welcome to you. Why are these drones crashing? I mean, is it technological? What, is it just not working?
There's three main reasons why the drones we looked at crash around the world. One is the satellite links, the GPS links that the pilots use, the pilots on the ground, to fly these things by wireless radio signal. They go down quite a bit. So most of the time the drone's flying just fine, but sometimes they lose the signal and they go where they're not supposed to. Another reason are mechanical problems, just basic mechanical problems, electrical problems in midair. And the third big category is pilot error. We found cases of pilots flying drones upside down, pilots pressing the wrong buttons and the drones crashing, pilots not seeing where they were going, just basic aviation mistakes.
So what kind of training are unmanned drone operators expected to have, and are these drones stressful to operate?
Well, for the military and the Air Force in particular, they are very strict about that. They require you to be a fully licensed pilot. They give you constant training, but they still have a lot of problems. It can be difficult to fly these things. It's not the same as flying regular aircraft. It's not the same as playing a video game with a joystick. You know, people sit in front of screens for many hours. They can be complicated. The Army doesn't require pilots to fly them. They have people in regular units fly them. They've had a lot of crashes, and this is a big question when the FAA talks about making rules for commercial drone use in the U.S. is how are the people flying them? Do they have to be certified? How much training do they need? And we don't know any of that yet. Do
you get a sense people, once these things start flying in the next year or so, are going to have to worry about drones crashing through their windows or into their backyards?
Well, I think you'll see in a couple of stories we have coming later this week, some of these things have already started to happen, and some things that may make the hair stand up on the back of your neck a little bit, at least make you think twice about that possibility.
Okay, well then that means you may be coming back next week to join us and talk about that, if that's okay with you, Craig Whitlock. The article this week, When Drones Fall from the Sky, but you just booked yourself here on the show. That's all I got to say. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Does the U.S. have a chance of winning the World Cup?